Well, we love Lynne McGranger. She's one of TV's most recognisable faces, dishing out classic one-liners as Irene Roberts on Home and Away. It's her quick tongue that can only be matched by her quick and fast feet.
Narrowly missing out on the Dancing with the Stars crown last week. It seems no challenge, whether it's the diner or the dance floor, is too ambitious for this Aussie icon.
Few actors can match the legacy of Lynne McGranger. Performing in theatre productions, Lynne began honing her acting skills in the early 80s. TV wasn't far off, and by the 90s, the actress had made her home in Summer Bay.
OK, where you go?
What do you mean? I just...
Yeah, that's it. That's what you do.
Right. There goes nothing.
For the last 22 years, we've watched Irene Roberts transform herself into one of the show's most loved matriarchs.
I don't want him bringing that down.
Well, what are you going to do?
Irene, he could ruin his whole HSC.
You just make sure he doesn't ruin yours, girlie.
And after more than 2 decades on the hit Soapie, she's become the longest-serving female cast member. Earlier this year, Lynne adopted a new home, taking on the Dancing with the Stars stage.
Let's go! It's my party. I do what I want. Do what I want.
61-year-old grooved her way into the grand final.
It's been a complete mixture of joy and panic and terror, and I've loved every single minute of it.
And despite missing out on the Mirror Ball, Lynne's career has never looked brighter.
They always use a bit sweet.
Well, they would have been looking. They would have been hard pressed to find one where I didn't stop.
Hello, Lynne.
Hello,
I need to give you a hug.
Oh, bless, sweetheart.
Honestly, you were so amazing.
Oh, thank you, darling.
I just felt like I did it with you.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Well, you did it, of course, yourself, and with the lovely Carmelo, and oh, it's so weird. It's like I was just saying to you, it's like being in labour for 10 weeks. You just, you know, the highs and the lows and the laughter and the tears and I can't do this anymore. I hate you. Get away from me. I love you. Come here. And at the end you go, wow, did I just do that? You know, it was fabulous.
I asked you downstairs whether you just have all this energy now because I'm sure you're super fit right now. You've just done 10 weeks of full-on training, but it's the opposite.
Well, I'm very tired. I'm very tired. I have to say, I've got some guns. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. I'm going to open a dance school and I'm going to call it Guns and Bruises.
I think there's a bikie gang that's already taken that one, actually.
No, James, I am tired, but I do have a lot of energy. I'm just blessed that way, so that's good.
You supported the charity Bears of Hope on the show.
Yeah.
Why did you get behind that?
OK, well, as you probably know, my very darling and best friend Ada lost a child in August. Little Harrison sadly didn't make it, and he made it into the world and left the world on the 7th of August. And I was a little bit torn as to what charity to promote. I'm an ambassador for Save Our Sons, and I'm an ambassador for Child Fund and for the Nicole Fitzsimons Foundation. But I hadn't really, you know, felt moved one way or another. And of course, when Ada and Chris suffered this terrible tragedy, I knew straight away because Bears of Hope were there for her. They reached out to her at Harrison's farewell. We had there was a big bowl on the table, and you could make donations. And so straight away, I knew that they were the ones that I wanted to support. And they're such a new foundation, and it was great to be able to kind of put them on the map and support them financially.
Yeah.
And you got all the way to the end. So
Exactly.
So they got lots of support thanks to your pins.
Oh, bless her. Well, you're... Hello, girlie.
You know,
yours are pretty darn good.
Both. Both are very good. Most dancers suffer some sort of injury. I love that you turned the tables and you were just injuring Carmelo.
Oh, poor Carmelo. Honestly, he ended up... I nearly dislocated his jaw one time. I turned the... I think it might have even been the salsa when we were rehearsing for that. I turned the... Sorry, just saw the footage. Turned the wrong way and lifted my arm up really strongly to do a pose, and you heard his jaw click over the other side of the room. He had to kind of jam it back in. He had a thumping headache and numb face for days, and bruises and
From two people who know it so well, and I know that we talk about.
Too.
Well, I was there for a minute. You guys were there right till the end. I don't know whether people fully comprehend just how much of a contact sport dancing is.
Yeah, I think they've got a pretty good idea what.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. You really. Yeah. It is absolutely full on.
So dancing. Done with.
Done with.
Now back to home and away,
Yes.
right? So what's in store for you there?
Well, love, at the moment I seem to be doing a lot of what Irene does best, which is a little bit of, caring for those around me. We do have a big cliffhanger at the end of the year where two very popular and well-loved characters, it's a will they make it or won't they make it? Will they live? Will they die? I can't give away too much because the producers would probably kill me. But suffice it to say that there really is a very big cliffhanger looming, much like the bomb blast last year. Different, but there will be two characters whose lives are definitely in the balance.
You have certainly toned up during dancing. Will Irene go away to a fitness camp or something? How are they explaining that? Or
Yes, all of a sudden, 5 kilos down and guns.
And guns.
I'm just going to look at these all day.
Lynne, before you go, we want to play a game with you that we like to call co-star connotations.
Okay, go for it.
We love that music. Here's how it works. We show you a picture of a celebrity you've worked or danced with, and you tell us the kind of first word or first phrase or what comes to mind first up. Let's kick it off with your former Home and Away co-star, Chris Hemsworth.
Divine.
Okay. We'll continue on.
Divine.
Yeah, outside and in, right? That's what it says about him.
In.
Yeah.
I just saw him the other day. He called into the studio, literally last week.
Gee, what a thrill for young actors.
Funny,
Isla Fisher.
funny.
Yeah.
Funny girl?
Funny girl. Funny. Peculiar, funny.
She's
Bit of both.
This one is another Home and Away fave, Emily Simons.
Magical. I would say magical. Yes, definitely. She's a beautiful
She's been around
girl.
for a while.
Beautiful
She's on
soul.
the show, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's a lovely woman. Beautiful woman.
All right, next, someone that you've shared the dance floor with, Home and Away's Tyhara.
Oh, gee, gosh, I've already used Divine.
Or a story maybe that came to mind during dancing, because he made it to the semis, he made it to the fourth.
I would say, and I know this is more than one of the most caring people I've ever known. He was always reaching out and making sure I was okay, and, just a very gorgeous, caring person. So I would say caring. Yeah.
And what about the dancing champion, Dave Roden?
Oh, well, he's a cheat. because he's got rhythm and he's got a low-slung bum. But no, he is also divine. I'm being really boring here, aren't I? I would say...
very humble.
Spectacular and humble. Yes, very humble and very talented.
What about...
One long word.
Ricky Lee was also someone who was just such a crowd favourite. She's such a beautiful person. First thoughts?
Girlfriend. She's my girlfriend. She's a girlfriend. She's funny. We were roomies. That's my thought. We were roomies. They tried to separate us on the last night.
Your dressing room,
in dressing rooms, and we both went, "Are you insane?" Yeah. No. We were just really good mates, and I think that was the thing with the whole cast. There was no, there was no weird stuff going on.
Well, we'll hold that thought, because finally, Mark Holden.
Yeah, a little bit of weird stuff going on. But can I just say, in Mark's defence, yes, he did go completely doolally when that red light went on, but one-on-one in the green room, what a lovely man. We'd sit there, he'd play his guitar, we'd sing a bit of 12-bar blues and, and sing about all the cast. And he, he'd always come up and give me a hug and say, well done, Lynne, and, we're barracking for you. And I got on extremely well with him, as did most of the cast.
Do you think he just signed on for a different reason?
Look, do you know what? I don't know, love. I don't know. I don't know whether he suffers from attention deficit disorder, so that when, you know, he's not getting attention, he goes weird.
Right,
I don't know.
Yeah, we probably won't try and diagnose
No,
that
no,
live
but you
on
know what
air,
I
but
mean? He's just, when he's not, sorry with anyone out there with it.
No,
but you know what I mean? Like, when he's not getting the attention, I don't honestly know. All I know is that as a one-on-one, if you walked into the green room and you saw him and you talked to him, he was a lovely man, and he was there for you.
It made for an entertaining series, no doubt. Lynn, it's so lovely to talk to you.
God
so
bless you, darling.
You did such an awesome
Thank you.
job.
I just had a ball, and thank you for having me today.
And you can tell. Well done. Now back to the diner.
Yeah, all right. Off I go.